Hey everyone, I'm Zoe from Sleepopolis, and in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the GhostBed Luxe Mattress. I'm going to give you my opinion on what the GhostBed Luxe feels like, put it through some tests, talk about the pros and cons, go over the materials, and answer some frequently asked questions. If you have any questions at any point in this review, make sure to leave a comment below and I'll be sure to get back to you. If you want to read my in-depth review of the GhostBed Luxe, Google Sleepopolis GhostBed Luxe Mattress Review. Now, let's get into what the GhostBed Luxe is all about. Alright, to start out this review, I'm going to talk about the mattress's overall feel, and first up, I'm going to discuss its firmness. I gave it a 6.5 out of 10 on the firmness scale, and that is the industry standard for medium firm, so I would say this is a true medium firm mattress. I think it's a great option for back sleepers. I felt some nice contouring on my lower back while I was laying on my back. That's really good news for back sleepers because they're going to want pressure relief in that area. I also found it comfortable on my side, although I do think that strict side sleepers might want something just a touch softer. And in that same vein, strict stomach sleepers might want something just a bit firmer. I typically recommend stomach sleepers go with a firm mattress, and I wouldn't say that this is a firm mattress. Another thing about this mattress is that it has really low responsiveness and really low bounce, so you're definitely going to feel more in this bed than on top of it. And that is kind of not the ideal situation for combo sleeper. Combo sleepers typically want to feel a little more on top of the mattress so that they can easily move around, and I don't think it would be super easy to move around on this mattress. I also want to highlight that the GhostBed Luxe feels really cool to the touch. GhostBed does market it as the coolest bed in the world. So it does have quite a cool feeling, and though I'll get into the materials a little bit later in this review, you get that cool feeling through its proprietary Ghost Ice fabric, which sleeps a lot cooler than a lot of traditional fabrics, and it's also woven with coolant fiber and has 1 inch of gel memory foam in the cover. So you're getting quite a bit of cooling on that top layer that you're going to be closest to in the mattress. Okay, now that we've talked about my personal opinion of the GhostBed Luxe, I'm going to show you how it performed on some of our Sleepopolis tests to give you a more objective look at how this mattress performs. Okay, first up is the pressure map test. So with the pressure map, I lay it down the mattress and then I lay on it on my back, and it turns different colors for different amounts of pressure, with blue being the lowest pressure, green slightly higher, yellow higher, and then red the highest. So starting with my back, it was all blue. This felt really great on my back. I felt some nice, as I said earlier, some nice contouring on my lower back. I felt like I could sleep in this position all night long and stay super comfortable. On my side, you'll see that there's just a little bit of green at the hips, and that wasn't super surprising to me because I think that this mattress might be just a touch too firm for strict side sleepers. Although these aren't bad results by any means, green is still pretty low pressure, so it could be good for side sleepers who like a firmer feel. Last up is the stomach. While I was laying on my stomach, it was also all blue and it felt really good in this position. However, since this bed has a pretty slow response to pressure, I think over time you find yourself as a stomach sleeper sinking in, especially at the hip region, which is going to throw your back out of alignment. So overall, I would recommend a slightly firmer mattress to stomach sleepers. Okay, next up is the bounce test. So that's going to show you how easy this mattress is to move on, whether it has a buoyant feel or more in the bed feel. So I dropped a 10-pound steel ball from a height of about between 2 and 3 feet, and I found that there was very low bounce, some of the lowest bounce I've seen. So you're definitely going to feel more in this bed than on top of it, and you're going to get a lot of sinkage. But as I said before, mattresses with really low bounce typically aren't the best for combination sleepers because they're going to want to have that mobility to move around easily, and you're just not really going to get that on the GhostBed Luxe. Next up is motion transfer. So the motion transfer test shows how much movement travels from one side of the bed to the other. And the way that we figure this out is we drop a steel ball from 3 different heights and measure the movement on the other side of the bed with a seismometer. So each height is meant to mimic a different movement in bed. The 4-inch height is about someone tossing and turning, the 8-inch height is someone maybe getting up out of bed, and the 12-inch height is like someone jumping on the bed. So overall, this was some of the best motion transfer results I have ever seen. Really low motion transfer, which doesn't come as a surprise to me because this bed has much more in it feeling, very slow response to pressure. So beds like that typically are going to have pretty low motion transfer, and this can be really good news for couples or anyone who sleeps with a pet because you're unlikely to feel your partner or pet moving around on the other side of the bed, which will help you sleep soundly through the night. Okay, last up is the edge support test. So the edge support tells you how supported you're going to feel on the side of the mattress and whether or not you're going to feel like you're about to roll off when you're sleeping on the edge. In my opinion, this mattress has really good edge support, especially for an all-foam mattress. I didn't feel like I was going to roll off the side of the bed, and it felt pretty supported, which is a nice perk for couples who will want to take advantage of their full mattress, and it can also be a good perk for larger sleepers who will need more room in their bed. Okay, now I want to tell you guys a little bit about the materials that make the ghost bed tick. So let's start out with its cover. So it is made with a ghost ice layer, which feels very cool to the touch. And it's also woven with cooling fibers and even has 1 inch of gel memory foam. So you're getting a really cooling feeling. You're also getting some added pressure relief from that gel memory foam layer. Okay, next up we have the Ghost Ice layer, which is just kind of this coating here, and it's really cool. It actually feels very cool to the touch. I was very surprised at how cool it feels. And it uses what Ghostbed refers to as thermosensitivity technology, which is meant to detect your body heat and help cool it in those places, which is great news for hot sleepers because this mattress is gonna sleep incredibly cool. Now right under that we have a layer of Ghost memory foam, and that offers that nice contouring and added pressure relief, which helps give this mattress a slow response to pressure, and you're also getting quite a bit of sinkage, and you're just feeling kind of enveloped by this bed. Next up is this pink layer, is the Ghost Bounce layer, and it has a kind of a latex-like feel. Definitely feels very different than the memory foam, as you'll see here. Very slow response to pressure. That's a quick response to pressure. This will give you a little bit of buoyant lift here, so you're not sinking too far into the mattress. And it acts kind of like a transition layer between the high-density polyfoam layer and the memory foam layer. Now next up we have 7.5 inches of high density polyfoam. This is the support layer, and this is gonna help give that mattress some firm support so you're not sinking all the way into it. And you're also gonna want some firm support in almost any mattress. You don't wanna be sinking all the way in. You want something that's gonna give you enough support to keep your spine in a neutral alignment, which is a straight alignment, which helps prevent back pain. Okay, now that we've discussed the Ghostbed Luxe in detail, I just want to highlight some of the pros and cons to help you decide if this is the right mattress for you. So to start with the pros, first, it's a really cooling mattress. As I said earlier, they market this as the coolest bed in the world. I don't know if that's true, but it is, in my experience, it sleeps very cool. I definitely felt that the cover felt very cool to the touch, and it has a lot of layers that are specifically made for cooling. Next up, I think it's really good for back sleepers. I especially loved sleeping on this bed on my back. I felt like the perfect amount of contouring, and I think that back sleepers would find that their spine stayed in a neutral alignment. And last up, it had super low motion transfer, which is really good news for couples or anyone who sleeps with a pet, because you're not gonna feel your partner's movements or your pet's movements while you're sleeping, and you're very unlikely to be disturbed by them. It's almost like they're not even in the bed with you. Okay, next up, I wanna tell you about some of the cons. Overall, it's not a very bouncy mattress, which is bad news for combination sleepers because they're gonna want a little bit of bounce to help lift them up and help them easily switch positions so they're not feeling too stuck in the bed. Also, I think this mattress is probably a bit too soft for strict stomach sleepers. I would steer them to a firmer mattress, and I would recommend, if you're a stomach sleeper, Googling Sleepopolis best mattresses for stomach sleepers. This is our roundup of our choices for the best mattresses for stomach sleepers, and they're all quite firm. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you about some of Ghostbed's policies. First up, it has a 25-year warranty. That's a pretty long warranty, so you know that they are confident that this mattress is gonna last you a long time. It has a 101-night sleep trial, which means that you have the mattress for over 3 months to decide whether or not you like it, and then you can send it back. And also, it ships for free. Okay, next up I'm gonna answer some frequently asked questions that we get here at Sleepopolis. So first up, can you flip the Ghostbed? No, the Ghostbed is not flippable. It's specifically designed with comfort layers on the top and a support layer on the bottom, so you don't want to be lying on that support layer. We definitely don't recommend flipping it. However, if you are worried about wear and tear, you could rotate it 180 degrees every 6 months or so. Next, where's the Ghostbed Luxe made? The Ghostbed Luxe is proudly made in the United States of America. And finally, do you need a box spring with the Ghostbed Luxe? No, you can use a box spring, but you can also use a slatted frame or adjustable base frame. All right guys, that's it for my review of the Ghostbed Luxe mattress. You can also check out my full written review on sleepopolis.com, and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram for all of our latest updates and news about promotions. And of course, you can always head to sleepopolis.com for all of your sleep needs.